Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. We made it to Tuesday? Tuesday. I work today. Okay. It's supposed to snow again today. It snowed yesterday, but not really, just a little bit. You could just see the snow falling and then it went away. Today we're supposed to get 4 inches. Um, but it's going to be like 36 when the snow stops. So it's not going to we're not going to get an accumulation that is going to lay and we have to shovel. It's just going to melt because it's above freezing. But people are going to drive stupid because there's snow. Where I have to go to work, there's this, in Lancaster, there's this huge tourist area with the Amish. And I go through that to get to work. And it's all people from out of town. It's all tourists. So we'll just see. They don't normally drive in snow very well. So it makes it harder for people who live here because we're perfectly used to driving in snow the same way we drive in not snow. But everybody who drives in snow that doesn't normally get snow is they drive like really slow and it causes accidents. They drive extra careful, which causes accidents. So I'll give myself plenty of time to get to work, which means I'll get there really early. Alright, I'll roll silver. It's fine. I'll just roll silver. We are on this probate court, which is not about children for once. Crazy, I know. What we know so far is Deanne disappeared. I think in 2019, right? And then they never found her at first. They never found her, but they arrested the husband for murder. So he's in jail. And they're in probate court to declare her dead. They don't know where she is. They need to declare her dead. So he is arrested for murder before she's even declared dead. I don't know how that works, but that's where we're at. That's not him. I think. I think it's the guy beside him you're going to see. I think I don't know what this other guy is yet. I just don't know. I don't know if he was charged as well. I don't know. I think there might be fraud going on with the estate as well. So this is probate court. So they care about her money. I think they might be getting in trouble for spending some of her money. I don't know. They're not explaining themselves very well. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some more. This guy was FBI or Secret Service trying to figure out, what's going on with her. He's law enforcement. And he's claiming she is, in fact, dead.
How soon thereafter of April 24th, if you know?
I apologize for the exact date escapes me, but within
2021.
I believe 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks at most, there was an attempt to gain access to some of her funds by Dale Warner at that bank.
Okay, there, we just heard it. There we go. Her husband, Dale, tried to spend all of her money, but they're married. So doesn't that mean it's marital funds?
Did you, Mr. Lieb, to ask you some questions with regards to financing and the like Did you come to find out that in fact, Mr. Weisberg was, prior to April 24th, 2021, he was fired by D. Warner?
Oh, yes, sir. I can offer a bit of explanation if you'd like.
Sure.
It's to my understanding that Dee and Mark did not get along for personal, professional reasons, whatever it was. And that through the course of business, it was, at least of her opinion and others, that Mr. Weisberg was setting a stage, so to speak, to embezzle money from the company.
I think this might be Weisberg in jail with Dale. I think. I could be way wrong.
And that in combination of their personal differences.
Sir, I'm going to object to this testimony. There's been no foundation laid that anybody did anything. There was no embezzlement, diversion.
Well, no, you brought up the whole portion about the investigation with regards to funds.
What proof is there that Mr. Weisberg had anything to do with any of this?
That's his testimony, Judge.
What is the nature of your objection specifically?
Once again, Mr. Flood is testifying. Number two, Mr. Weisberg's not involved in this case at all. I'm not sure why his name is even being brought up. Other than
Okay, that's
he
probably not
worked
Mr.
there
Weisberg.
after D. Warner disappeared. There's been no testimony whatsoever that we did anything illegal or unethical or wrong. Nothing. This whole idea that D. Warner, Dale and Dee were married. They're still married. Mr. Warner has the authority to act on her behalf. Certainly up until the time of the conservatorship was put in place. There's nothing illegal about this. I'm not sure why it's being portrayed that way.
So relevance and testimony, I'm going to go ahead and overrule the objection on the basis of testimony. As to relevance, Ms. Berger standing.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that Mr. Lieb opened the door to the many employees that worked in the office at the time of Dee's disappearance, Mark Weisberg being one of those people.
Mr. Weisberg did not work there at the time of Dee's disappearance.
Let's let Ms. Berger finish her response.
Sure, there were several people that worked in the office at the
Kelly, thank you. All right, I just gotta say it. I just have to say it. These stickers. I don't even know what's going on with these stickers. Does that not look like a hippo sperm? Is that a hippo sperm? Does that? Okay, let's just get to work.
time of Dee's disappearance, and shortly thereafter, those things have changed. So I think that if we are allowing testimony, which this court did, related to those individuals that work there and who no longer work there, I think it's only fair to allow testimony as related to the individuals that do currently work there.
Do you have any further response, Mr. Flood?
And Judge, his whole line of questioning was as it related to the finance. And I just asked simply if he knew about the situation with the finances and D. Warner pre-24, April 24. So that's what I was getting into and he was explaining.
I'm going to overrule the objection. I think we did have a lot of testimony on who's working in the office and the financials, which was spearheaded in large part by Mr. Lieb. So I'm going to allow the testimony. Make it to
You were answering the question about Ms. Warner firing Mr. Weisberg and then in turn giving us some explanation of what had taken place once April 24th, if I understood it correctly, she's hired again. He's hired again.
And to be clear, sir, I know that he was definitely employed there. That employment ceased. If he was fired quick, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I believe he was fired, but in any case, after April 25th, he resumes his employment there.
Okay. And do you not know about the lawsuit that
It's been a few days without Maria now. Anybody know? Anybody see Maria anywhere?
Mr. Weisberg filed against D. Warner after she
I'm
filed?
not familiar with that.
Okay.
Sir.
Thank you. You got into with Mr. Lieb about relationships and speaking with Dale Warner. Did you have information through your investigation that Dee was a victim of domestic violence?
I'm going to object to that.
Well, that's what you talked about in the relationships.
I never mentioned the word domestic.
No, you
violence in
didn't.
Anything I said, and this witness wouldn't know that. He never met Dee Warner.
Well, it's not,
There's
you
no
know, it's
personal
not
knowledge.
about whether or not he met Dee Warner, it's whether his investigation revealed that.
I'm going to object to this.
And it's already been placed in the record by 4 other witnesses in the previous hearing.
One witness suggested
No,
that,
that's not true.
one witness who was a massage therapist
The very,
suggested she saw some bruises. That was it. I
no,
have the
that's,
transcript.
I have the transcript, I just read it.
Gentlemen, would you say that this is outside the scope of the redirect? Was it something that was discussed during the cross-examination of any other witness?
Yes,
Or any other,
Two-
of any other
yes,
counsel?
two parts, Your Honor. He brought up the relationships with regards to Dale and Dee and whether or not there was investigation into that. Second, we already have it established on this record by 2 witnesses. The very first witness, Dale's sister-in-law, talks about domestic violence. Then the massage therapist talks about domestic violence. I simply asked if this investigator had, in his investigation, come upon that knowledge. That's all I wanted to ask.
All right, any further response to that, Mr. Lee?
I think it's irrelevant. I don't think it matters. And I don't think he's interviewed anybody that would have had any contact with her post her disappearance. We don't know. We don't know. It's pure speculation, Judge. And this is a topic that I know Mr. Flood wants to get into later with a potential witness he wants to testify. And I filed my motion to strike that witness. This is not appropriate, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Lee, I do think you've opened the door on that with your questions, so I'm gonna overrule the
I
objection.
never asked a question
And
about
I'm gonna
domestic
allow
violence,
the
Judge.
witness to respond to the question. Thank you.
Could you repeat it? I'm sorry, sir.
During your investigation, did you ever come across any information that pertained to domestic violence between Dale and Dee?
Yes, we've had more than one witness report that. In addition, we have what I will say is physical evidence to support that also that I unfortunately cannot get into, sir.
Thank you. You understand, to some extent, Dale Warner is taking a Fifth Amendment privilege. Have you attempted to, did you know that he has taken the Fifth Amendment in this case?
Yes, sir, I was informed of that. I'm sure it was last week or the week before.
Thank you. I have no other questions, Judge. I do have the power of attorney and exhibits 10 and 15 I can approach.
10, 15, and 36, have your fellow counsel had a chance to review those and
I don't know if you have or haven't.
confirm?
He circulated several months ago, Judge.
No objection.
No objection.
Mr. Lee, do you want to look at these?
I was.
All right, you may approach. I have before me 10 and 15. Over.
Your Honor, if I might just add, when we stipulated to a non-jury trial, I thought we also stipulated to all the proposed exhibits that Mr. Flood had.
The proposed exhibits that I received that were, no problem, submitted to the court, several of them reference live testimony only, Mr. McFarland.
Thank
So
you,
I
Your
didn't have those, which is why we're reviewing them. Mr. Colderman, did you need a chance to look at these 2 documents, or are you satisfied with the inquiry that's been done on the record?
I'm satisfied with the inquiry, Your Honor.
Thank you. We have received them and will be added to our books. You say you wanted me to have a copy of 36.
Yes, Judge.
So 10, 15, which is that.
Just wanna put it-
I just had to save the copy when I.
That's 36, Your Honor. I'll have it printed out.
Not if
So I
that
have,
Ryzen
Proposed
person
exhibit
stole it all,
36,
Chinny.
1, 2, 3
They were
pages only.
setting up to do it.
That's accurate, Judge. There's a signature page that I think I accidentally or inadvertently gave back to Mr. Leaf, but I'll print out a second copy.
In any event, Judge, that signature page has already been entered through the expert related to the handwriting.
witness.
Which exhibit was that?
Remember the page 6.
I believe 16, but I'm not.
But if you look to your page, Your Honor,
It was an examination of it done on a,
yeah, and we entered it and put it on page 6. If you look at the thing I gave you, it would have been the expert opinion, and he attached to that expert opinion the forged signature composites.
the forensic document examination report?
That's accurate.
Okay, I do have that provided, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other objections to the first 3 pages of the power of attorney for 36?
No.
Nothing, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, that will be added as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Detective Sargent. You never met Dave Warner, right?
No, sir.
And so all of your testimony today is based upon either your investigation, and I mean yours, meaning your collective investigation with your partners, or interviews you conducted with people, right? There's no personal knowledge. You have never met Dave Warner.
Correct.
Okay. You testified a few minutes ago that T. Warner had a lack of technology. How do you know that?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. This is outside the scope of a redirect, or I'm sorry, a recross. This was not covered in the redirect.
So just,
I just want to know what he means by a lack of technology.
Then you should have asked it in your first cross.
what,
It was brought up after my cross.
that's true, it was brought in under Mr. McFarland's cross-examination, so.
Fair.
We'll overrule the judge. Go ahead.
What would you say, why would you say she had a lack of technology?
That is a compilation of witness interviews and a review of devices that she had previously owned or possessed.
Do you know
No
what,
records
do
thereof.
you know what Miss Warner's educational background was?
I couldn't tell you exactly, no, sir.
Okay, you know whether or not she had any college degrees?
I don't believe she did, no, sir.
Everything I've been told about it is she was very high.
Testifying, definitely outside of anyone's redirect or cross.
Fair enough. In my investigation, I'm going to ask you a question, but in my investigation, from the very people you investigated, I was told she was of a high functioning nature.
Well,
You disagree with that?
yeah, now we're getting into something totally different. I don't know the people that he interviewed.
Hi, Christy.
I'd like to see that.
Same people you
Hi,
did.
And then
Lucy.
2, Judge, it's outside the scope of what we did over here on our cross or redirect.
You know,
Would you like to respond?
no. No. I'd rather just get this done and go to lunch. And if Mr. Flood would just keep a seat, I'd be happy to do that.
Well, I would, Judge, if.
Did you, in your investigation, and I mean the collective investigation, interview any of Miss Warner's doctors, physicians, mental health professionals?
I personally have not, no, sir.
Has anybody on your team interviewed any of her doctors, mental health professionals?
Some interviews were done by the sheriff's department.
Okay.
So it's kind of convoluted when you say the team. So there are some records of interviews being conducted, but I don't believe any of them were Michigan State Police.
Did you ever
personnel.
meet with Craig Miller?
I have not met with Craig Miller.
Has anybody at the sheriff's department met with Craig Miller to your knowledge?
Yes,
Has your partner met with Craig Miller?
not professionally at least.
Were you provided Craig Miller's records
Yes.
and the complete file of D. Warner?
It's my understanding it's a complete file. Yes, sir.
And how was that obtained through search warrant?
I'm unclear. That was not obtained by us. It was our predecessor.
But you're in possession of it at this point?
Yes, sir.
And that's a part of your investigation?
Yes, sir.
How many search warrants have you issued in this case? You said 100?
Over 100. I don't have an exact number, sir.
Have all of them been signed by a magistrate?
By a judge.
Do you know which judge?
Typically Judge Olsaber.
Any particular reason why he signed them all, or that he's just the one on call at the time?
Not to speak ill of other judges, but he's pretty savvy with email, so it's easy. I don't have to come in and see him.
Got it. So the search warrants have been prepared by you or your partner or your team?
I wish he'd do some, to be honest with you, sir, but I've been doing all of it myself.
So you prepared all the search warrants and you then present them to Judge Olsaber who signed.
Well, that sentence, buddy, we know what you mean. We do understand what you mean. Doing all the work.
To the prosecutor and the judge, yes, sir.
And have they yielded any results that you know of?
Yes.
Any results that you're comfortable talking about here, or is that a part of your investigation?
The search warrants cover such a wide array of topics and records, sir. I don't know how to respond to your question.
Fair enough. So in the hundreds of search warrants, you have accumulated documents and other things, correct?
The search warrants have resulted in numerous things.
Okay, fair enough. And that would include a search warrant that was executed on May 4th that looked up or dug up probably several thousand acres of land. Is that right?
We excavated one site with machinery, but there was other manipulation of soil in other areas. I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
And I have requested some of the search warrants and the tabulation of results. Is that true?
I know I've provided you and or Mr. Warner the returning tab. I'm not sure if you, but you know what? I did speak to you. I did send you one, I think, personally. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Not the search warrant, but no, I'm sorry, the search warrant and the tab, not the affidavit. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Dale and Dee Warner are married, right? There's been no separation that you know of other than her disappearance, right? She's missing, obviously, but under the guise of the law, they're still married, right?
Correct.
Okay. And so if at some point in time after Dee's disappearance, while Dale was operating the businesses and legal documents suggested he had a right
Yep.
to use Dee's position as a part of the company, there's nothing illegal about that, right?
Justice, I object to the form of the question. The legality is up to the court. A myriad of other objections to that question.
Outside the scope of everything we've done.
The bank account you testified to earlier where Dale Warner tried to cash a check, do you know whether or not his signature was on that account?
I'm not familiar with him trying to cash a check.
I thought I heard you testify that he attempted to cash a check in a bank that was,
Try to withdraw funds, my understanding, sir.
yeah, right. Was he illegally allowed to do that, you know?
Well, apparently not. The bank said no.
Well, the bank may have not known what the status was, right? You don't know whether or not the bank had any documentation of that effect, do you?
I know that only her name is on the account, which would remove the ability of someone else to access it.
As it relates to Mr. Weisberg, and then I'll be done. You know when Mr. Weisberg came back to work for Dale Warner after Dee's disappearance?
I don't have an exact date.
Okay. It was, do you know whether it was right after she disappeared, or I know you don't have a date, but can you give me an approximate time? You must have talked to somebody that would have told you that, right?
I guess I can, without going into too great a detail, sir, I can say that there was not much contact between Dale Warner and Mark Weisberg for quite some time. And then 3 days after her disappearance, he starts contacting Mark Weisberg for some reason. He then shortly after becomes an employee of the company again.
Do you know that he's an employee?
I'm sorry?
Do you know that his status is as a?
He's acting as an agent for Dale Warner in some
Okay,
capacity.
You'll agree with me,
So
that doesn't
he's
mean he's
employing him in some way unless he's doing it for free, which I would find hard to believe.
But it could be a consultant, it could be something, it doesn't necessarily mean he works for the companies, right?
I would assume that based off of the actions that Mark Weisberg is conducting himself in, he's being paid by Dale Warner to do them, which by the basic definition would make him an employee of some kind.
I would beg to differ with you. I mean, you could be a consultant, you could be an agent, you could be lots of things. An employee under the law qualifies.
Okay, so Dale Warner is paying Mark Weisberg to do things.
That's fair enough. That's reasonable, and that's perfectly legal, isn't it?
I would assume so. I don't know.
Nothing further, Judge.
Right, last opportunity for recross from our other attorneys.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
I don't have 4 questions, I just have one. When you said there's domestic violence between Dale Warner and Deanne Warner, is it your findings that Deanne Warner was the victim of domestic violence?
Absolutely.
Nothing further.
Ms. Wilhelm,
No further.
thank you for your testimony.
Your Honor, I have one question.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Polderman? Go ahead with any questions you have.
Thank you, Your Honor. Detective, one question regarding the SBA loan document. The electronic signatures on there, I believe there's one for Dale Warner and one for D. Warner. Do you know who signed on behalf of D. Warner?
I know that it's not Dee Warner. I do not know who signed on behalf of her.
Nothing further.
Okay, all right. Should we excuse the detective or do we need to reserve him, counselors?
I'm okay.
I'm good with the excusing him. Thank you, Your Honor.
No objection to the same?
No objection.
No objection.
No objection.
All right, thank you so much for your time and your testimony, detective.
I didn't even pause
Yeah.
to talk this time, Kelly.
As for the
I
rest of
didn't
us,
pause.
we'll also be taking a lunch break. But before we do that, we're gonna go back on record in the conservatorship matter. So we'll be in recess. Let's give this until 2 o'clock.
Thank you,
Just
Your
to
Honor.
take a bit of extra time.
52433 and
All right. Cue up the next one. Cue up the next one. 2252433. One 13. 143. Here we are.
Heard that we have submitted the order releasing Mr. Warner and Mr. Weisberg to the jail. And they are in the process of being released, and so hopefully they'll be able to join us if they wish to sooner than later. They've had that for approximately nearly an hour at this point, so we'll look forward to them joining us when they are able to. May I have the appearances of our remaining participants, please?
Good afternoon, Judge. Todd Flood on behalf of petitioner, Ms. Brown.
good afternoon, Ariel Berger here on behalf of Deanne Warner.
Michael McFarland, attorney guardian ad litem for Deanne Warner.
Suzanne Wilhelm, attorney guardian ad litem for Angelina Warner.
Charles Bullock, the conservator for Deanne Warner. Larry Lee on behalf of Dale Warner. Hopefully he'll join us shortly.
Thank you.
And John Polderman on behalf of the successor conservator, Charles Bullock.
Thank you, welcome. All right, Mr. Flood, your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we're going to call petitioner in this case, Ms. Bach.
All right, Ms. Raquel Bach, come on up to the witness stand. There's some documents up here, Mr. Flood, that may have been used by our last witness. I'm not sure if you want to.
I'll take them, Judge. I'll get them up to you. Thanks.
Go ahead, Mr. Flood.
Okay. Thank you.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
There's a step
Ma'am?
You may.
Good afternoon. Could you please tell this honorable court your name?
My name is Raquel Bach. I am Dee's youngest adult daughter.
Would you spell that for us, please?
Rikkell, and the last name is Bock.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ms. Bach, how old are you?
I'm 29.
No, I'm not supposed to ask that. 29, and it's my understanding you just recently, not too long ago, gave birth to another child. Is that accurate?
I did, yes.
And when was that?
May 20th.
Of this year, 2023?
Yes, sir.
And you also have another offspring?
I have 2 other offspring.
If you could, please tell us their names and how old.
Aura is 6 and Olivia is just about to be 3.
Olivia?
Yep.
I want to take you back in time. I want to take you back to April 24th, 2021. Do you remember that time frame?
Yes, I do.
Does it stick out in your mind?
Yes.
And why is that?
It was the last time I talked to my mom.
Tell us the last time you spoke with your mom.
I went to my mom's house to feed my 2-year-old then. She was 6 months. And my mom was
Yeah,
really
her
upset
2-year-old offspring.
with Dale. She was telling me that she was done. She was gonna either sell the trucking company and leave, or she was going to give everything to my brother Zach and be done. She couldn't take it anymore. She was physically and emotionally more drained than I'd ever seen her before when it came to their marriage. And that was the last time I talked to her.
So unfortunately, just for legal reasons, I got to ask the context of the word done. So no one in court doesn't get confused or what you mean by this word done.
Yes, I'm sorry, she was divorcing him.
Okay, so not done with life,
Correct.
but done with Dale. Okay. You used the word leave. Was that leave with regards to leave Dale or leave life?
Leave Dale.
I presumed that. I just didn't want to have to presume. So when you went there, I take it with Olivia,
Yes,
to feed Olivia. You saw your mom in this state. Had you ever seen her in that state before?
not in that state, no. They've had many, many arguments, fights, almost daily. And I'd never seen my mom in the state that she was on April 24th.
How often did you see your mom?
At that time, I saw her pretty much every single day.
For how long of a duration? Year? How long would that have been pretty much every single day?
Confidently, 6 months. It was almost every single day.
And prior to that, how many times would you see her a week?
I would say
And you can give an approximate, we're not gonna hold you to it, but approximately how many times a week if you would see your mom prior to that time?
Probably 2, at least.
How often?
Offer.
Okay. How often did you talk to your mom?
4 to 5.
Times a week?
Yeah.
Tona, I do see this. Oops, that's not right. You can't see that. So here, I don't know if this is, it's not the murder trial, right? Because the murder trial doesn't happen, preliminary hearing a year ago. I thought the murder trial was scheduled for 2026. There is another trial. I don't know who the judge is from here, but it looks like I got the interrogation, and it is WTOL 11. I don't know if I'm allowed to play them. I don't know if I'm going to get dinged for this one. I might. But do we want to see the interrogation or just continue on with the daughter? I'll keep going with the daughter until you guys tell me what you want to do. Oops, that's not continuing on with the daughter.
Okay. Can you describe, in your words, your mom's capacity to voluntarily leave you, Raquel, and leave Abigail, and leave her family? Her capacity in your knowing her for your entire life. Was that even in the realm of possibilities? Tell us how you back that up.
Absolutely not. I can speak from my own experience as a child growing up in their marriage, and I couldn't tell you how many times my mom left because of a fight. My mom never left me, ever. And she never left without telling at least one of my siblings, if not all of us. Somebody always knew where we were. As far as current time when she disappeared, my mom was my sole caregiver for my daughter while I worked. And she would never leave her grandkids, and she would definitely never leave my little sister.
Had your mom ever given you, or if you know any of your siblings, an indication that
I'll play the interrogation once she gets off the stand.
she was scared or frightened of Dale?
One of the last things that my mom ever said to me was, I watch Dateline almost every night, and he could do something like that to me.
And I take it I'm not a mind reader, but I'm trying to read the mind of several people. For the edification of the judge, what does that mean? Dateline, he could do that to me. What does that mean? Killing somebody?
Dateline is, they either missing, they're dead by a spouse or somebody with a relationship with them, and that's what she was referring to.
I understand. When she says this to you, Could you describe the emotion of your mom? Reaction? Was she scared, afraid, or anything of that sort?
I would only assume that by her saying that she was afraid.
Had you ever seen your mom or witnessed your mom be subject to domestic violence by Dale?
Yes, when I was, I'm honestly not really sure how old I was. I was very young and I remember them fighting and some yelling, and I went in the bedroom and I remember seeing him sitting on top of her.
Your mom tried to protect you
Always.
when,
You can have some of mine a
would
little
she,
bit, just a little bit.
protect you from Dale?
Oh, yes.
There's been some questions by Mr. Lieb of other witnesses about stability and your mother's stability. Was she, up until the last day you saw her feeding Olivia and the state she was in, was she of a clear mind?
If my mom wasn't in a clear mind, I wouldn't let her watch my children.
What about Abigail and your mom, your
Yeah.
sister,
Oh, Angelina?
Angelina, I'm sorry,
Um,
I apologize.
if you saw my mom, you saw Angelina.
Let's talk about that for a moment, if we can. And the factors, well, let's just talk about Angelina. You say, if you saw my mom, you saw Angelina. I understand what that sees in my mind's eye, but did your mom carry Angelina around? Did she hold her hand? How was it that they transported, or how is it that they were together? And tell the court how old Angelina was at the time you last saw your mom.
Angelina was 9 years old last time I saw my mom. They just did everything together. She rode in the car with my mom everywhere they went. My mom was notorious for getting her nails done every 2 weeks. Angelina went with her if she wasn't at school. My mom picked Angelina up from school. She dropped her off at school. She took her to gymnastics. She picked her up from gymnastics. She took her to her friends' houses. She was the sole caregiver for Angelina.
And a special relationship, would you define that as, or how would you define that relationship, I guess, between the two of them?
Inseparable.
In that period of time, let's say the last 6 months, because that's when you saw your mom every day for 6 months, did you ever see your mom out of sorts, under the influence wherein she couldn't, function or anything of that sort?
No.
I want to talk a little bit about, I'm switching gears now, and just briefly, I want to get into finances with your mom. Did your mom
I'm gonna play a quick clip that Tona just sent me. Hold on, I'm getting it. It's right here. Nope, that's not it. There we go. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I don't care. We're gonna play it. It's only a minute long.
Will never be filled until I meet them in heaven.
Unfathomable pain that has lasted since December 1st, 1987.
It's shocking, body rocking, stomach curling.
33-year-old Priscilla Gustafson, who was pregnant, was raped and murdered in her home in Townsend.
Well, that's not it. Hold on. I think I clicked the wrong link. Is that it? No. This is the wrong one. Oops. Is this a different person? I'm gonna figure this out. Let's get back to here. I'm gonna figure this out.
Did she, at the time you saw her every day, have an issue or a problem with finances at all that you knew of?
To be honest, the finances, I was not really a part of. She complained to me about this person or that person, or a variety of things as far as business goes. To my knowledge, no, there was not any issues with finances.
As far as the company goes and the business she ran, what was it that you knew about the business she ran, the company she ran?
That she was always the bad guy.
How so?
She was always the go-to to take care of any problems that they ever had with employees or customers or whoever.
Did she care about the business? Care about
I
the
don't
people
see the
that
link, T.
serve the
I don't know
business?
where it is.
She did.
In chat
Yes.
could mean a whole
Care
bunch
about
of
the
things,
customers?
and I
Yes.
can't find it.
But she stood her ground like a businesswoman.
As far as
Kelly, no. The pecans are gone, and they were delicious.
standing her ground and the like, did she have pride in your opinion about what she did and how she did it?
Absolutely.
She seemed, I'll strike that. I want to move on to the next topic briefly, and that's your mom, as you knew her and seeing her about any kind of physical ailments. Did your mom have back issues that you knew of, neck issues, headache issues?
Yes. My mom had chronic migraines. We actually saw the same neurologist, prescribed the same medications for the headaches. I know that she had her neck pain. She got injections. I'm actually not sure how often, to be honest, she got those, but I know that she got a massage every Wednesday, I think it was, because that was one of my days to work. So I knew she either had to take my daughter with her or I went in a little later. Yeah.
Okay. You regularly saw your mom. You list out all of these, habits, if you will, of your mom. Do you think your mom would go without her medication or live or survive without taking care of for chronic migraines or neck injuries?
No.
The diamond ring, you ever hear or see anything with regards to a diamond ring in Dale and your mom?
Her wedding ring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell the court about this ring.
The April 25th, I was at her house looking for her, and he came up to the house and pulled out of his pocket and said that she left it on his desk.
Is it your understanding that that diamond ring has never been found or seen since?
Yes. Supposedly.
Since he last had it?
Correct.
Do you believe your mom was murdered?
Yes.
Tell the court why.
One main reason is my mom would never leave my little sister. My mom would never leave her kids. She would never leave her grandkids. She'd never want to miss an opportunity to be there for a huge event in our lives. And there's obviously been plenty, considering I just had a baby. My mom was had to be involved kind of mom in every situation in our lives, sometimes a little too much. And for her to not be here for this, knowing that her kids are hurting and suffering, is the biggest indication that she was murdered.
Have you been allowed to see your sister?
No.
And I speak of your sister that is in Angelina in custody with, well, I was going to say in custody with Dale. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And you haven't been able to see your sibling?
No.
And has Dale reached out to you at all to explain anything of this case to you?
No. I reached out to him in the beginning quite a few times to have him explain things and ask him if he was doing certain things, and most of the time it wasn't being done.
Shortly after April 25th, did you come to have information about your mom's money and accounts and the like being attempted to be taken by Dale?
The lake, you said?
No, taken by Dale. Have you heard of, after April 25th, did you come to find out anything about Dale's activities with your mom's money or accounts? If you didn't, that's okay. I'm just
Not
asking.
necessarily, no.
Okay.
That wasn't necessarily.
Did you come to understand, we'll strike that. Did you ever see your mom in another vehicle other than the ones that were left at the property at her house?
No.
Those vehicles are still, were still at the property after April 25th, correct? The ones, okay. Raquel, I thank you, and I know this is difficult for you to be here. So thank you. No other questions?
Mr. Lee?
Say,
Raquel, my name's Larry Lee. You and I have never met, right?
No, sir.
No. You've seen me in court representing your stepfather, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you and I have never discussed this case one-on-one, right? This is the first time.
Correct.
Okay. Has anybody prepared you for your testimony today? Anybody talked to you about what you should say, what you shouldn't say?
No.
Okay. How many times have you met with Mr. Flood in preparation for your testimony today?
Handful of times. I'm not really sure how many.
And did he I'm not gonna ask you what he asked you, but did he basically go over the questions that he just asked you?
Not necessarily.
But he didn't advise you what to say or what not to say, right?
No.
So you're here testifying on your own free will, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're 29 and you're the youngest daughter of Deanne Warner, right?
Correct. Adult daughter.
Why were you chosen to be the petitioner in this case?
Not sure.
I mean, did you have a meeting of your siblings and Greg Hardy?
No,
said
JK.
you were gonna be the person?
We just decided it. I don't know.
Okay. You told Mr. Flood you had a baby on May 20th of this year, and that, is that Olivia?
No.
Cora.
Colson.
Colson, I'm sorry. Is that a boy? Okay. Olivia was how old?
It's great.
Almost 3. You testified a few minutes ago that prior to your mom's disappearance on April 24th, 25th, 2021, you would see her pretty routinely, right?
Yes.
And that was because she was the sole caregiver for Colson when you were at work?
No, Olivia.
Olivia. I'm sorry. Yes, Olivia was the child that was alive back in 2021. Sorry. And when you say you would see her every day, where would you see her?
At her house.
And how would that happen? You would come over there and spend time there and drop your daughter off?
Yes, our house was under construction, and because she was watching Olivia, we pretty much ate dinner there almost every night.
Okay. Who's we?
My significant other and Cora and Olivia.
So is Cora your oldest daughter? Okay, and how old is she?
6.
And would anybody else eat dinner there with you 3 and your mom?
Angelina,
Angelina, okay. How about Dale?
sometimes.
Sometimes you would eat there? Anybody else? Okay, and this was every day?
Almost every day.
Okay, and how long did this go on for?
About 6 months.
So roughly from November, December 2020 to,
It was in October when I had my daughter. We started going over there every day.
in October of 2020.
Correct.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a hairstylist.
You're what?
A hairstylist.
Hairstylist, okay. And you work right here in Tecumseh or
In
Adrian?
Adrian, yeah.
Adrian. Where do you work?
Blonde Society.
Are you an employee there? Are you a subcontractor? You have your own list?
Subcontractor,
Okay, so you have your own clients that come in and you rent a chair.
yes.
There's been some talk that you
Monica, thank you so
went
much.
over to your
Thank you.
mom's on the 25th for breakfast,
Yes.
okay? How was that arranged?
My mom and I went grocery shopping every Sunday.
Okay,
I think they're
And
called scones here.
it wasn't
We just don't
necessarily
eat
arranged.
them.
It was just an unspoken thing we were doing for about 6 months.
Okay.
We would go over there on Sundays and we'd eat breakfast and we'd go grocery shopping.
okay. Would it just be you and your children and your mom, or would it be your siblings as well?
Me and my children and my mom and Angelina.
And I legit have never even seen clotted cream. And I don't even know. If I would try it. Clotted cream? Because I think of blood clotting. So that doesn't sound delicious at all. It probably is. I'm looking right now. And yeah, they sell scones at our grocery store. But it's not, people don't eat a lot of scones around here. I'm sure they're not like, I know what a scone is. I've seen them. I've eaten them, but they're not like, I had a scone for breakfast. I've never heard someone say that. I don't know. They're just sort of a novelty item every once in a while here or there. But I don't know about the clotted cream thing. I don't even know if it's sold near me. I just don't know. Let's look. Or do you have to do something to it to make it? Do you have to clot it? It's not in the grocery store. That's why. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Devon Creamery? Oh my gosh. Oh, and then when I click on it, it says it's not there. Nope. I lied. The first page said we had clotted cream at our grocery store, but no, we don't. I don't even know where to get it. If I wanted some, does it taste like whipped cream? Is it sweet? I don't know. Hi, Hedwig.
Okay. And occasionally your siblings would join you, maybe?
Maybe for a holiday, if there was something going on, but
Okay, but your siblings wouldn't join you every week?
no.
I want to talk a minute about your mom. Your mom, I'm told, was a very high functioning person, very smart. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So smart, she was able to run multiple businesses. Yes?
Yes.
Did all the finance with the businesses. Yes?
With some help, yes.
Yeah. Worked with all the various entities,
Yes.
the banks.
Yes.
She did all the financing and worked with the banks. That's right.
Yes.
She worked with the contractors that worked there. Yes.
The contractors?
Farming contractors, people that would come in and out that would do work on the farm.
Yeah. The employees? Yes.
Would she do work with the trucking company drivers?
Yes, that was her business.
So basically,
Yes,
she
thank
was
you.
interacting with
Thank
everybody
you
all the
so
time, and
much.
she was fully in charge of running these businesses, right?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that Dale was a farmer?
Yeah.
And most of the work that he would do, if not all of it, was done out in the farm on the fields, right?
I mean, he was in the office. He
How
did
often?
have a desk.
Okay, he may have a desk, but how often was Dale really in the office?
I'm not sure. I didn't work in the office.
Did you ever spend any time in the office?
I felt you.
Sometimes dropping off my daughter or picking her up or just stopping by, but not for a significant amount of time.
Would your mom watch your daughter while she was at work?
Sometimes she would and sometimes she'd go in the house. I'm not sure what she did, to be honest with you. I was at work.
Okay. And you said that your mom was caregiver primarily for Angelina, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that your mom would take Angelina everywhere, right?
Yep.
Would she ever leave her with Dale or anybody else in the office?
Maybe every once in a while with Stephanie in the office, if she maybe ran to chiropractor or went tanning or something like that, but not for extensive amounts of time.
Okay. You mentioned Stephanie. Stephanie, what's Stephanie's last name?
Vogel,
Vogel. Okay. And she works in the office?
she did.
Okay. She doesn't work there anymore?
No.
Okay, why not?
Judge, I'm going to object. I don't know how this witness would know why an employee does or does not work for her mother's company.
Not really relevant. Did your brother work there too?
Yes.
Okay. How involved in the business was your brother?
I'm not sure. I was not involved in the business.
Okay. We're talking about your brother Zach as opposed to DJ, right?
Correct.
You said that your mom would watch Dateline regularly.
That's what she told me, yes.
Okay. Were you ever there when she was watching Dateline?
We didn't watch TV.
Okay. Do you know whether or not your mom also watched, other police-based shows, CSI?
Yeah.
others?
She did.
She did. She watched a lot of them, right?
Yep.
And not only did she watch them, sometimes she DVR them and record them.
I don't know.
And when she mentioned to you on the 24th of April, 2021, that he could do that to me, you recall what was on Dateline at the time?
She wasn't watching Dateline at the time. She just specifically said she watches it and that's something that he could do to her.
Okay, do you watch Dateline personally?
Not every day, no.
Okay. Is it?
Hell
tell me
no,
if it's on
Linus.
it.
Hell
You do
no.
watch the show, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Flood asked you if you ever witnessed domestic violence, and you said that when you were a little girl, you heard some fighting, and you said that you walked in and Dale was sitting on your mom. Do you know what that was about?
No.
Do you know what kind of condition your mom was in at the time that happened?
Upset.
You don't know that Dale wasn't defending himself?
I mean, he was sitting on top of her and she's about 5'4" and he's over 6 foot.
Okay, but you don't, my point is, you don't know the
What did he just say?
circumstances behind that,
She was
right? You
defending-
just remember
I did
that.
not.
He was defending himself from her?
Did your mom, you mentioned earlier that your mom was treated for migraine issues, yes,
Yes,
back issues,
more neck than back.
okay. And anything else?
Thank you, Kelly. I'll try
No,
it.
She had depression.
Okay.
Like,
Was she on medication for depression, did you know?
not sure.
How do you know she was being treated for depression?
Judge, I'm going to object. I don't believe the witness testified that she was being treated for depression. She stated that she had depression. There's a difference.
How do you know she had depression?
I was her daughter. I mean,
Okay.
she told me.
Okay, she told you it, and maybe you observed it. I get it. Was she ever treated for bipolar disorder?
No.
She was never she was never hospitalized for bipolar disorder.
She was checked herself into a facility, but I'm not really sure if it was necessarily bipolar.
Okay, when was that?
I was very young.
No,
You know
the
who Craig
judge
Miller is?
didn't laugh.
Craig Miller?
She
Yes.
wanted to.
Yes.
Who was Craig
I
Miller?
did, and I
A
said,
counselor?
thank
Okay.
you, Kelly, I will try
And
it.
did you ever attend any
I
counseling
looked at my
sessions with
DMs,
Craig
and then I
Miller?
said,
No.
thank you, Kelly, I will try
Do you know
it.
if Craig Miller treated your mom and Dale in the course of their marriage?
Yes.
You know how often they would go to see him?
No.
Good luck, Mel.
I want to direct your attention to the medications that your mom was taking. Were you ever asked to go pick up any medications for her?
I was not.
Did you know she was on a significant amount of medication?
Objection, Judge. Assumes facts not in evidence.
Mel, we're all behind you.
I'll back up. Raquel, you were in court this morning when Detective Sergeant Durware testified that there were a lot of medicines.
No, he didn't say that, Judge. He said that's your characterization, Mr. Lee.
Speaking objection, stop.
He said he had a list of all the medications.
Yeah, you just said a lot. I'm sorry, a list of the medications, or was it a lot?
Well-
He said that was, when you used the term a lot, Mr. Lee, that was your characterization. You wouldn't agree with that.
Was your mom on medication?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Did you take more than one drug?
Drug.
Did you take more than one prescription?
She had more prescriptions, but I can't say whether she took them every day and what they were.
Okay. This is not difficult, really.
There's their question.
Now,
Formal objection.
Badgering.
badgering, this is cross-examination.
Let's go ahead and head into the next question.
Raquel, April 24th, 2020.
Oh, you typed it
One.
twice. I thought you didn't hear
When
me.
did you last see your mother?
April 24th, 2021.
Yeah, when? What time?
I don't know, maybe 4:30.
Okay. Tell me what was the circumstance that you saw her at 4:30 on April 24th, 2021?
Crying, upset.
No, that's not what I asked. What was the circumstance? Why were you there? Was it to pick up your daughter?
No, I was going there to feed my daughter.
Judge, I believe this has been asked and answered.
Okay. What? I was not asked to answer.
Yeah, I threw it all, but go ahead.
Oh, he can re-ask whatever questions he
Yeah.
wants to on
Right.
cross-examination. You may answer the question if you recall.
Judge needs to sanction
I was
all the
feeding her.
lawyers.
You went there to feed your daughter and it was about 4:30?
Yes,
Okay. Was Dale Warner there at the time?
No.
Okay. Was anybody else there at the time?
Angelina.
Okay. And you and your daughter and Angelina and your mom, the four of you were there? Yes? And it was at your mom's house?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you there?
Maybe no more than an hour.
And in that 1 hour, what did you do with
Crystal,
your mom?
You better
Had a
count
conversation,
them.
right?
You don't know if you're gonna be on
Okay.
the stand
And
someday.
that's where you testified
Better
earlier
count
that
them
your
up.
mom told you that she had had it with the marriage and that she was either gonna leave him and leave the company or leave and sell the company, right?
She wasn't going to leave the company at all. She was going to sell it or give it to my brother.
Now, when she said she would leave, she had left
Yes,
the area
Bobby, the
many
other
times,
guy.
right? To get away.
Yeah.
Okay, where did she go?
My brother's house or my uncle's house or a hotel.
And you testified earlier, she always told somebody where she was going, right?
Yep.
Okay, and how long would she be gone for?
Maybe a day. But even if she was gone more than a day, she came back to the office to work in it during the day and she'd leave at night again.
Kelly,
You know
thank
whether or
you
not
so
she ever
much.
told Dale
Thank
where
you,
she was
thank
going?
you, thank you.
I have no idea.
So when you
You should also test
When
them
she
to
said
make
she
sure
was
they're
gonna
good
leave,
too.
did you just assume she
Crystal.
was gonna take off for a couple days?
I just assumed maybe I honestly thought she wasn't going to leave that night.
Quality control.
Okay. Would she ever, when she would leave, would she ever go with anybody?
She took my little sister with her.
Every time?
She never left her with Dale. I know that.
She never left Angelina with Dale.
Not when she left for the night. No.
You're 100% sure of that?
From what I know,
Would she leave Angelina with anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, who would she leave Angelina with?
my sister or a friend or Amy.
You said that your mom would go to your uncle's. Greg's?
Yes,
Okay. Do they have a good relationship?
they had an okay relationship sometimes. They were too much alike sometimes.
Okay. They didn't like each other, it's the truth, right?
I didn't say that.
Okay. She didn't like him.
Yes, she did.
They didn't see eye to eye, is that fair enough?
Business wise, no.
In fact, there had been business deals between the two of them over the course of a number of years. Is that true?
I believe so.
And is it fair to say that they didn't get along a lot of the time?
Sometimes they just wouldn't speak. I'm not sure if that means they didn't get along.
So your mom tells you that she's had it, that she's going to leave and give the company to your brother or leave and sell the company. Did you talk about who she might sell the company to?
No.
Why would she have left it to your brother?
Because he knew what was going on and she just didn't want to deal with it anymore, and he was there helping her.
Okay, he was there helping her every day run the business, right?
Yes,
Doing all the financial work, right?
I'm not sure what he was doing.
Your mom was quite a shopper, right?
Yep.
She liked nice things, right?
She did.
Okay. She liked a lot of jewelry, right?
Yep.
And she was a frequent buyer of jewelry, right?
Yes,
Did she ever buy you jewelry?
yes,
Okay. How much and how often did she buy jewelry for you?
maybe Christmas, maybe a birthday.
Did she buy you nice jewelry,
Yes,
expensive jewelry?
I'm not sure the cost.
Did she buy jewelry for anyone else?
Usually Christmas time, there was jewelry under the tree for almost every kid, girl in the family.
Okay. Did your mom ever give you cash money?
She has before,
Okay. How often?
rarely,
Rarely. And how much would she give you at a time?
I'm not sure.
$10, $100, $1,000?
Depends on what she was giving me money for.
Judge, I don't know where this is going, but I object to the relevance cash going to my jewelry.
You said earlier that your mom was done. Did she tell you that she was going to tell Dale that night?
I don't recall, to be honest.
Okay. So your mom tells you that she's done. She's either leave and sell the company or leave and leave it to your brother. Did you ask why?
It was pretty clear why.
Oh, I'm asking you why.
Because they were fighting, they didn't get along, they never got along. Their marriage was extremely toxic.
And you saw it from both sides, right? You saw them fight between the two of them.
Yeah,
Okay. And did your mom tell you on April 24th, 2021, that she was going to divorce Dale?
Yes,
She did. When did she say she was going to file for divorce?
she did not say when.
Did she ever tell you she'd met with a lawyer?
Nope.
Did she ever tell you she had received advice from anybody to have that conversation?
I didn't ask. I wasn't trying to dig into the divorce. I was trying to calm her down.
Okay. Did you know that Amy Alexander was going to pick up Angelina that night?
I did not.
Okay.
Because that was not talked about,
When did you learn that?
not until the 25th around, I don't know, afternoon sometime.
So you had this conversation with your mom. Was anything else discussed other than that she's done, she's going to sell the company, or she's done and she's going to leave it to your brother?
No,
Okay. Those are the only topics. And then you were feeding your daughter and you were having dinner, right? Did
I
Dale,
did not have dinner.
you did not have dinner. Okay. And then you just left with your kids?
Yes,
Did you leave her with Angelina?
yes,
Did Dale come in at any point in time while you were having this conversation?
no,
Did anyone else?
no,
And then you just left, right?
Joyce has been asked about 10 times.
And when you left,
It's been asked and answered. Objection.
It's moot at this point. She's already answered it, but if we could avoid asking repetitive
Sure.
questions, that would be great. Okay.
so you just left, and did you tell anybody that you had had this conversation with your mom?
I don't recall if I did or not. I'm not sure.
Okay, where did you go with your kids after having this conversation?
My house.
And you don't recall telling anybody?
I don't recall if I did or not. If I
Okay.
did, it was my sister. I'm not sure.
Didn't it bother you that your mom would have that conversation with you?
Objection, relevant,
Well,
It's right.
also speculation, I guess.
I'm asking her what her opinion was of the conversation. And I think it's very relevant.
Your question, as I recall it, is whether or not someone else would have thought it was strange
No, her.
if she
Did-
put. What was the question then?
My question was, you didn't find that to be strange that your mom would have that conversation with you?
Okay, so how is that relevant?
Had your mom ever had that conversation with you before that night?
Yes,
Okay. When was the time before that she had had the conversation with you?
I don't recall because it was a common occurrence.
Okay. So she would commonly tell you that she was done and wanted to.
Not necessarily that she was going to sell the company, but that she was going to divorce him.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you know if she told anybody else that?
I don't think it was a secret
Okay.
that their marriage was failing.
Okay. That's fine. And so you leave and you go home, right? And the next time you see your mother is when?
Never.
How did you find out that your mother was missing?
I was the first one at her house.
Okay, so it's Sunday morning, April 25th, 2021, right?
Yes,
You go to your mother's because you testified earlier you were gonna go shopping, right?
yes,
Okay. What time is it?
about 9:30.
Okay. And you went to your mom's, and where did you go in your mom's house?
I made breakfast. I believe I walked around to see if she was in her bedroom.
Scones.
At that time, that's about all I did. I thought she was down at the office.
Okay. So you just walked into your mom's house and made breakfast? You didn't know whether or not your mom was there or not, but that was the kind of openness there was? You could just walk in and make food?
Yeah,
Okay. So you made breakfast for yourself and your children?
yes,
Was Angelina there then?
No.
Was anybody there then?
No.
So you look for your mom and you don't find her. What do you do next?
I left and saw.
You left the house?
I left the house,
And where did you go?
my house.
Okay.
Jen, I'm sorry, I don't know any of this is relevant to a declaration of death.
This was all Mr. Flood's direct exam.
Pretty sure day-to-day activity on that day was not.
I'm gonna get to when she first met with the police. That's my next question.
I don't know how that's relevant either.
Well, the events on the date that Ms. Warner was no longer available does seem pretty relevant. So thank you for the objection, but it's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you go to your house. What do you do when you get to your house?
I called my mom,
Okay. And approximately what time is this?
10:30 maybe.
Okay, so it's an hour after you go to her house and make breakfast, right? She doesn't show up, you go to your place, you make a call to her to find out where she is, right?
Correct.
You called her cell number,
Yes.
okay? And did she answer?
No.
Okay, did anybody answer?
No.
Okay. Did it go right to voicemail?
Yes.
Okay. And on your phone records, does it have a record that you make that call?
Yes.
What'd you do next?
I thought Angelina was there still, and I thought they were possibly in the office arguing, and I went down to the office to relieve my sister from the situation, and nobody was there.
Okay. Did you call Dale?
No.
Okay. So your mom is missing.
I didn't think she was missing at that time.
No, I understand. You get to her house, you make breakfast, you do everything we talked about. She doesn't show up. You go to your house, right? Now you call her on her cell, she doesn't answer it. You don't call Dale?
No,
Why not?
I didn't care to speak to him.
Okay, why?
I didn't care for him. It
Okay. Do you have a bad relationship with him?
wasn't great.
Okay. Is that because your mom and Dale were fighting? Or did you
It
have
was
some
because
other
of the
issue?
person that he was, I was not a fan of.
Okay, so you just didn't get along with him, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't call him.
Correct.
Okay. Did you call anybody else who might have known where your mom was?
My siblings,
Okay. And who'd you call?
all of my siblings.
Okay. Was this before you went to the office or while you were at the office and nobody was there?
I don't recall. It was before or after.
Okay. And what did your siblings tell you?
Nobody had heard from her.
Okay. Had anybody been looking for her besides you?
No.
Okay. And so you go to the office and nobody's there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you happen to see anything out of the ordinary at the office?
I didn't really look for anything out of the ordinary. I just looked for somebody.
Okay, but my point is nothing's out of place, right?
Well, Judge, that's not what she said.
I'm
That's not what
asking,
she said. No, you can't put words in her mouth.
I'm
Come on.
asking.
What's the
Objection,
normal-
cheating.
Not-
Relevance, judge, misleading,
Not mis-
and no, and he's hostile to this witness in about 400 different ways. And he's asked this question and the series of this questions ad nauseum. It's not changing. For all those objections, I object.
Would you like to start with cheating? Which one do you want to start with?
Cheating.
It's not officially an objection.
The other ones are.
I will just ask her simply, when you, I'll withdraw the question.
You're entitled to ask your questions, Mr. Lee.
I get it. I get it. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as I can, and I understand I have a very emotional witness, and, you know, her mom's been missing, and I'm just trying to get the facts, really. So, Miss Fox, you get to the office, your mom's not there, nobody's there, right? The office looks like it normally would, right?
From what I remember,
Okay.
yes.
Did you see a diamond ring laying anywhere?
I wasn't looking for one.
Okay, but you didn't see one, right? What's there? Yeah, I mean, you weren't looking, but you didn't see, I mean,
Correct, I did not.
okay. And nobody else was in the office, none of the workmen, none of the other people that would be in and out on a daily basis were there, right?
No,
And where did you go from there?
my uncle's house.
Okay, Uncle Greg,
Yes.
okay. And what time of day is this now?
I don't know, maybe 11, 11:30.
Okay. And did you call your siblings to let them know that you did not find your mom at the office?
I don't recall if I called them before the office or after. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay. And you still didn't call Dale, right?
No.
Your
Get
Honor,
your
point of
Greg's.
clarification, as the attorney Gary Light
About 11:30, and what happens after that?
I picked up my Aunt Shelley and we went to their other property in Onstead and to see if she was there.
You picked up your Aunt Shelley, that's Greg Hardy's wife, yes?
Yes,
And you got in your car and you went to whose other property?
my mom's
Okay, where is that located?
in Onstead.
In Onstead, okay, is that the White House? Okay, it's another piece of property.
Yes.
Is that a place where your mom would go to get away? Okay, why would you think that she might be there?
Because it was her property. She had a camper on the property and
Okay? And would she routinely go and stay in the camper?
I mean, not to get away from Dale, but they would camp there every once in a while.
Okay. How many other properties did your mom have that she would go to?
None that I'm aware of.
Okay, so the house, the property with the camper on it, no other houses, right?
No.
Okay, and if she went to get away, she would stay somewhere else, but everybody or somebody knew wherever she was going, right? That's
Yeah.
the testimony? Okay,
Yes.
now I get you. After you were with your Aunt Shelley at the property with the camper on it, she wasn't there, right?
Correct.
Okay, what happens next?
We went to my uncle's farm to see if she was at their new office that had bedrooms in it.
Okay,
She was not there.
okay, and what happens after that?
I got a call from my mom's, from Stephanie, and I think it was Stephanie. I believe she told me that where Angelina was.
Okay. So what time in the afternoon is this?
I don't know, maybe noon.
Okay. And did it occur to you that Angelina wasn't anywhere, or you just assumed she was with your mom, wherever your mom was?
I just said that Stephanie just told me where she was.
Okay, but before that,
Yeah, I was concerned.
you weren't worried about Angelina, though. You were trying to find your mom, and you assumed that your sister was with your mom?
I assumed that Angelina was in the office, so I was concerned for her.
Okay. And then what happens after that?
We went back to my mom's house and searched the house again.
Okay. At what point in time do you notify your siblings you can't find your mom?
They were already at the house by that point.
Okay.
I
And
called them in
who's,
the morning.
I'm sorry,
I called them in the morning.
I understand you called them in the morning. Were they looking for your mom as well as you and your Aunt Shelley, and when you went to all these places?
Yes,
They were. Did you have any communication between the adult children?
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Did you call your sister and say, she's not at the house where the camper is? Do you know where she is? And your sister would have said, I don't know, where is she? Was there communication amongst the adult children about looking for your mom?
Yes,
Okay. And nobody seemed to know where she was, right?
correct.
Okay. And you all end up back at your mom's office, right?
Minus my oldest sister, yes.
Okay. And what happens next?
We search and wait and try to find her, and
How did you try to find her?
by calling friends and whoever else we could think about.
Who did you call?
I don't recall.
You didn't have a list of people that might have been close to your mom that would have seen her and you could call?
Not off the top of my head, I do not.
Okay. Did you call Dale?
I did not. He showed up.
Okay. When does Dale show up?
I don't know. Maybe noon,
Where is the first time you see Dale?
inside the house.
Okay. In the office or inside the house?
inside the house.
Okay. And did you have a conversation with him about where your mom was?
Yes,
Okay,
he
and
showed me
what,
the ring.
that's when he showed you the ring?
Yes,
And that's when he allegedly told you that it was left on the desk, right?
yes.
Okay. And did he tell you where he was?
I didn't ask.
Okay, you never asked Dale where he was when all this was going on?
No, I wasn't concerned where he was. I was concerned where my mom was.
Fair enough. Do you know whether or not anybody else asked Dale where he was?
I don't know.
Okay. What happens next?
We filed a police report.
Okay. When did you file the police report?
I don't know, maybe around 6 o'clock.
Okay. So your mom's been gone multiple times. And supposedly everybody knows where she is, or somebody knows where she is. And she's gone for about 12 hours. And you file a police report?
It was less than 12 hours, but yes, because nobody knew where she was. She didn't take a car. She didn't take her phone that we know of. How was she gonna get anywhere?
Where was her phone?
That's why I said, we don't know that she took it.
Okay. How often would your mom leave and just go somewhere and let somebody know where she's going?
I don't know.
Quite a few times, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, all the time. She'd leave and come. and leave.
Objection, Your Honor.
Any specific?
Badgering.
Oh, well, it's mischaracterization. I'm sorry, Judge.
No, it's not a mischaracterization.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me just repeat it. All the time. Leave all the time. No, she says what, Judge? She says, no, she left sometimes. Not mischaracterization. I mean, that's what the objection is.
It's a bit argumentative, we'll give you that. So let's move along to the next issue.
Raquel, you filed a police report with the Lenawee County Sheriff's Department, right?
Yes,
Okay. And does one of the deputies come out to the office?
came out to my brother's house,
Okay. Which brother?
Zachary.
Okay, where was that? Which house? The lake house?
Yes,
Okay. And who met with the deputy?
myself and my two brothers.
And your sister wasn't there?
No, she was working.
Okay. And do you recall which deputy it was?
Hall, I think his last name was.
Okay. And did he take statements from all of you?
Yes,
Okay. And he generated a missing persons report, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Was Dale a part of that meeting?
No. He didn't want to report her missing for the next day.
He didn't want to report her missing until the next day. Why?
I'm not sure.
You didn't talk to him, right?
I heard him say that.
Okay. Yeah. But you don't know why he wouldn't have wanted to report her missing, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fine. Easy answer. And then you have worked with the sheriff's
How
department.
does he not get
to help
punched in the
to
throat
try to
more
find your
often?
mom
That's what I
since
want to
she
know.
disappeared.
Yes,
In fact, how many times have you met with the sheriff's department since that happened?
I don't know how many times.
More than 10?
Sheriff's Department?
Yep.
No, definitely not more than 10.
More than 5?
Judge, you're testified, she doesn't know.
I really don't remember. I don't
More,
know.
more than once, right?
More than once.
Okay. And did you meet with any other law enforcement agency, like Detective Sergeant Durwar, who was earlier here?
Yes.
Okay. And how many times have you met with him?
One-on-one, maybe just once.
Now, Raquel, you have appeared on TV multiple times, right? For interviews?
On the news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have mostly been the spokesperson for the family, right?
I guess.
Okay. How did they choose you to be that person?
We didn't have a meeting about it. I just was. I was available. I did it.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All
If
right.
there was any significance to it.
And how often does your family meet as a group to discuss this case?
Judge, I'm going to object to relevance. Well, it's not relevant, it's not relevant.
They've been involved in this case since the beginning, and she's the spokesperson for the family. She's the petitioner. I'm just asking how often the family meets.
Well, the definition of relevance is moving a material fact one way or the other, less likely or more likely. What's the relevant material fact by that question? How often you meet? What's the relevant part?
I'll lay a better foundation than that. Raquel, do you, does your family meet to talk about these issues with the family?
Judge, I don't believe the entire line of questioning is relevant. It has nothing to do with the day she went missing. It has nothing to do with any of the allegations in the petition itself. And it has nothing to do with whether the court can find that there has been enough evidence to prove that she's deceased.
Would you like to respond?
I'd like to get my questions answered.
Ask the question.
So it's.
I believe my questions are relevant. I'll move on. Why do you believe your mom was murdered?
I believe my mom was murdered because if she left willingly, she would have taken my little sister. She would have notified one of myself or my siblings. She wouldn't leave us. She wouldn't leave her grandkids. She wouldn't miss our life
How do you know that?
because that's who she was.
Okay, but that's your opinion, right?
You just asked my opinion.
No, I'm asking you. That's your opinion, right?
Yes.
Now, you're not a scientist, right?
No.
Okay, you don't have a background in,
Judge, I'm
Law
going to
enforcement.
object. I don't think we need to get into any of background. We're not asking Ms. Bach to be qualified as an expert. She's
I'm not
clearly a lay
qualified.
witness with firsthand knowledge of her mother's day-to-day life.
She made the explosive statement she believed her mother was murdered. I'm just asking her why she believes that.
She already answered
answered
that.
the question. That's the point of it. She answered the question, Judge. So. I object. It's been asked and answered.
And you,
Do you want to ask a different question or? do
I'll
you
ask a
wanna-
different question.
Okay.
Ms. Bach, you testified a little bit ago, you believe your mother was murdered, right? And you believe it's because she wouldn't miss events,
We're gonna
right?
need you to speak up a little bit. It's
It's
getting-
because she wouldn't miss events, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other basis whatsoever for why you believe your mother was murdered?
My mom was the wanting to be involved with every part of our lives and every other incident. She wouldn't just disappear.
Okay. You have no evidence to suggest that she was murdered, do you?
No, I'm not a cop.
Thank you. Nothing further, Judge.
Could we take a small break? It's been almost an hour and a half.
Are you gonna have any cross-examination?
I will.
All right, I was hoping to get through at least one full round across before we took a break. Can you hold off for a few more minutes?
I would rather use the restroom now, Your Honor, and return if I might.
I suppose that isn't it. With the attorneys in the back on the issue of the witness that has been the subject of some
He's
argument
so
on the record
freaking
so far
annoying.
today. And I believe they may have some comments to share that will resolve that issue. Would you like to begin, Mr. Flynn?
Yes, it's my understanding at this time. Well, let me just quickly give background. Judge, the only reason I brought in a rebuttal witness was because on the last day, Friday, before the hearing was to start, or Tuesday, whatever it was, before the hearing was to start, we received reports from our colleagues that in essence objected to agreeing with the declaration of death. It is my understanding, speaking to Mr. McFarland, he is satisfied that by clear and convincing standard from the testimony that's taken place, that in this court, that he is withdrawing that report, but he's going to need a few minutes to lay out his report. But with that agreement, I'm not calling the rebuttal witness to his report. Again, I also understand counsel is going to also opine that lays out the factors, Ms. Wilhelm, that lays out the factors of death. And I don't want to speak for her, but after laying out those factors of death that have been established by the experts and others in this case, she is satisfied as well, but she leaves that decision to this able court, and your decision she's going to abide by. But I don't want to speak for either one of those two, but that's my understanding. Therefore, I'm withdrawing. It's also my opinion, but I will address after this witness the motion to strike.
All right. Would you like to respond, or would you like me to confirm with our other counsel as to the representations made by Mr. Flood?
I'm in agreement with what Mr. Flood has said. I was in the back and I listened to everybody, and they confirmed the position that he just put on the record. If the court would like to talk to each of them, that would be fine.
All right. If we could have you to the podium, please, Mr. McClellan and Ms. Wilhelm. And Ms. Berger will go to you.
Your Honor, a point of clarification, as an attorney guardian ad litem for Deanne Warner, I submitted a report, as I'm required to do, and this is prior to the trial, prior to the testimony. So I'm not withdrawing the report, but I will be giving a verbal report recommendation in which I do believe that the burden has been met and that she is deceased. Matter of fact, I'm going to say that I believe she's murdered. It's going to be my conclusion on this, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, no. For a point of clarification, was never an objection, always just a PC 643 outlining ideas. And I think that Mr. Flood very fairly represented my position. And I do want the law to be followed, and I do respect your ability to do that. So I would be leaving the ultimate decision to you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilhelm. Any comments on our sidebar, Ms. Berger?
I have nothing additional to add, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Polderman, we did miss you during that, but we had Mr. Bullock available to us as we walked through this in the back. And effectively, as I understand it, the witness will be released and will not be called this afternoon, which would resolve as well the motion to strike.
Yes, Your Honor, but I would also like her report, which was submitted in anticipation of her testimony, stricken as well.
What does that mean?
Judge,
it's not into evidence right now. It's not stricken. I filed it with my motion. It's a public document in this court, so I can't strike it. It's not admitted right now into evidence. So how do we strike something not in evidence right now?
But it was added as an exhibit, and I would like the exhibit stricken because it is a public document, and in order for my client to be fairly represented and have a fair hearing, I think that puts the cart before the horse. It's a detailed report that calls for a diagnosis, and clearly there can't be one.
Oh, well, as I visited with all of you in the back, this was a motion filed, and it was not filed in time to be heard today. So the issue of whether or not this person will be a witness today, I think it's been resolved.
Yes.
If you wish to continue to pursue your motion to strike, you're welcome to do that and let the clerk's office know that you would like to have a hearing date for that particular issue.
Right.
All right, anything, Mr. Folderman?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Well, Ms. Raquel-Bach, you remain under oath.
Yes.
Mr. McBrown, you had some questions?
Just a few. Again, I'm sorry in your position today. I do have a few questions. You had said that Dale was in daily fights with your mother. What do you mean by fights? What do you mean by daily? Just so I have an understanding of what you were saying.
They fought about either the business or money or honestly anything.
Well, is fighting arguments? Is fighting physical touching? What does that consist of?
Arguments.
Okay, thank you. You had also said something I wanted to get clarification, something that Dale was supposed to be doing something with Angelina that he wasn't. on the day that your mother, on 4/24. Do you happen to recall what you were talking about when you said that?
I don't recall.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know you said that your mom had feared that she was going to be on Dateline, but as a matter of fact, she has now been on Dateline on the internet, right?
That's correct.
I guess just lastly, I don't think we've ever made a record of how old your mother is. What age was she when she went missing?
53.
She'd been 51?
No,
53? Okay, thank you.
2.
52? Thank you for that clarification. And how many years had she been married to Dale Warner?
I believe since 2000.
Okay, I'm not good with birthdays, so I can
Not sure.
understand that. Okay, or anniversaries. Craig Miller. I don't think that's been established. Is he a marriage counselor?
I believe he was their marriage counselor.
Thank you. Okay, I'm sure about that. And last question. You indicated your mom was crying and upset the last day you were with her. I didn't quite understand why it was she was crying and upset. Have you already covered that, do you believe?
I mean, I can clarify for you. If you'd
Okay.
like. They were fighting about the businesses. And some things got out of hand with an employee, and she felt like Dale didn't have her back. And that was what their fight was about, I believe.
Okay, thank you. That clarifies that. I appreciate it. Nothing further. Thank you.
Ms. Wilhelm,
No questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Becker,
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bach, you testified that your mom suffered from migraines. Is that correct?
That's correct.
How bad were these migraines?
She had at least one every week, I would say. Sometimes she would not be able to form a sentence when she had one. She's been hospitalized for them.
Pretty debilitating.
Yes.
And had you ever known her to go without her medications for those?
No.
And were they, if you know, were they like a day-to-day, like a maintenance medication or an emergency medication? As if she could feel a migraine coming on and she could take something to help stop it?
I believe they were both. I believe she had a daily medication to prevent them, and then also she had different strengths of medication for the severity of the migraine.
Okay. And did you ever travel with your mother?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you ever travel with your mother?
I have before, yes.
And when you would travel, would she, if you know, fill these medications beforehand?
I don't know that, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair. And you testified a few times when Mr. Lee was asking you questions regarding not calling Dale on the day you realized your mother was missing. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And why didn't you call him?
I didn't care to talk.
And you testified that you didn't really get along, is that correct?
Correct.
And why is that?
He just wasn't my favorite person. I tolerated him because it was the husband to my mom and the father to my little sister, but.
Okay. And did he have any meaningful conversation regarding where your mother could be?
No, all he had to say was that my mom had all these pills and she was, he said that she had a burner phone, and it was actually nothing but negative things to say about my mom.
Was there any worry, if you're
No.
aware? And you mentioned that he had stated something about her wedding ring, is that correct?
Correct.
And he stated that she had left it on his desk, is that right?
Yes.
What desk?
His personal desk in the office.
And is the office in the home or is that separate?
It's separate.
Okay. And about how big is that office?
It's kind of different, like.
Where are
sections,
my dragons?
Almost like different rooms.
Sure, okay. And if you walked in the door that you would normally walk in, how far away would that be from, say, your mom's desk?
In another room.
Okay, and what about Dale's desk?
I'm sorry, I thought that's what.
Did Dale have a different desk in that office other than your mom's desk?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, and is that in the same room as your mom's?
No.
Okay, what room is that in?
The room next to hers.
Okay, so if you walk in, could you see Dale's desk?
No.
Okay, and when you went there to look for your mom, did you look around in all of the different rooms?
I briefly did, yes.
Okay, and the ring that we now believe to be missing, or we don't know where it is, that was a decently sized diamond, correct?
Yes.
And you had seen it before?
Yes.
And do you know how she got that ring?
It was a newer ring because she lost her previous ring.
Okay, so it was like a replacement ring.
Yes.
Okay. And rings are fairly small, right?
Rings are, not hers.
Rings in general.
Oh,
right?
yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. And even if you had a pretty large rock on it, it could be mixed up in a desk, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so if I set my ring right here and you walked in the door and looked around for a human person, is that something small enough that you might miss?
Absolutely.
Okay, and can you see my ring right there?
Barely.
Okay. And if it's down here, can you see it?
No.
And was your mom's desk fairly clean or fairly messy?
It was actually at Dale's desk and there were papers, all over its desk, so.
So fairly messy?
Yes.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, wait,
Yes.
we do have a Zoom participant.
Wait.
Mr. Holderman, do you have any questions?
Tomorrow, sir, tomorrow. We made it to the end. I'm going to start up OJ now. It is Tuesday. Yes. So, guys, go have a great Tuesday. Be nice to people because it's the holiday season. So everybody's stressed out and everybody's angry, annoyed, entitled, spoiled, stressed. So, you never know. You're nice to someone, then they're nice to someone because you were nice to them, and it just blows up. I will see you all in a few minutes, or I will see you tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. All right? See ya.
Well, I thought I'd write a happy song. I found a chat room where I belong. You don't know how much it means to me. With such a groove, I'm less lonely. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her smile shines bright, she's got that grace. Come join the fun, it's a welcoming place. I can count on distraction from my pain, 'cause this creator takes you there and back again. Kathy is the heart here, always in stride. Her work is hard, but her joy she can't hide. Oh, Kathy's the creator, she's leading the way. At Court Vibes, we laugh and we stay. Her style is classy, she's always top shelf. Don't take my word, come see for yourself.